Hey, what's up, man? So today I got something super special for y'all, man. I got Boss Allo back in the building, man. What's up, Allo?
Yo, my boy, what's the word? What's the word?
Not much, man. Yo, our last one, man, it was one of those sleepers, man. It actually did kind of crazy on the back end, man. A lot of people started checking it out once they started to get an understanding of your story and stuff like that. But since then, man, what you been up to?
Man, man, trying to get off this house arrest, man. I'm still working though, you know. I just been working, man, trying to drop new music. I'm working on a new project right now, man. If it wasn't for rap too, the mixtape on the way.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So you got new music on the way.
Yeah.
We can't wait to hear more about that. You know what I'm saying? And in the end, we're going to definitely do the shout outs and whatnot. But as far as like this whole Chicago rap scene, I want to know, have you been keeping in touch with a lot of the things that's going on out here?
Man, I'm always in tune, bro. I'm always in tune. Just by me being from Chicago, I got to stay in tune, you know?
I get that. Now, here's one question I got to ask you, man. Now, there was a big situation that went down recently where NBA YoungBoy was supposed to perform a concert in Chicago, man, your hometown. It was supposed to be a huge event, but there was a lot of controversy around him doing a show there because of what happened with King Von and the whole beef with Lil Durk and all that. Now, his show ended up getting canceled by the United Center, and a lot of people, man, were upset about this situation. Allo, I wanted to know your opinion about this whole situation. What'd you think?
I feel like if YoungBoy would have had a show in Chicago, man, what's gonna happen to him, man? Somebody probably would have died like outside the concert though. Like I'm sure something would have went on, but him personally, wasn't nobody gonna be able to touch him. Like too much security and police be going on, you know? But Chicago just like it's so dangerous to the point where a be so mad they around to just fight a whole outside up just because they can't get to him, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's what they were worried about. You know, they were worried about the fact that somebody innocent, just some kid who wants to go to watch NBA YoungBoy because his fan base is real young. You know what I mean? So they were scared somebody super young like that might be a casualty in the city.
Man, Chicago's so crazy. See you with a YoungBoy shirt on after the show and around, follow your ass to the parking lot, anything, and fire your ass up, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit wicked in a rat. Give him.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's wild. And that's what the police, they ain't want that, man. So what do you think about the fact that he was going to do something? And, you know, he was allegedly supposed to bring Wooski on stage as like the surprise guest. And you know the controversy that Wooski has had in the Chicago drill rap movement and the whole song that he dropped, you know what I'm saying, where he said EBK about 1 million times, you know what I mean? So what do you think? I think it was the Computers remix. What do you think about that look? Do you think what would have happened in that situation?
I just feel like, I don't know, man. It probably it would have looked good for Wooski, probably, but other than that, that wouldn't have really made no difference to nothing for real. Everybody know he with Wooski them because them Durk ops, you see what I'm saying? So he tapped into whoever into it with Durk, that's who YoungBoy tapped in with. You know what I'm saying? It's just Chicago politics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. Now, what do you think about the rumor that he was going to bring like 100 GDs on the stage?
Man, I feel like, I don't know, bro. 100 GDs on the stage is purposeless, bro. Like, what good is that going to do? I feel like shit just, that's NOA, you know? It ain't like he could put 100 of them on, so why is you bringing 100, you know? Now, bringing Wooski or an artist or who trying to get somewhere, that's different, but ain't no point of bringing 100 GDs on stage for what?
Nah, it makes sense. Now, what do you think about, what's the general opinion about YoungBoy? Because obviously he sold the show out, so everybody wanted to go to the concert, so he's got fans. But like for most of Chicago, how do they feel about NBA YoungBoy in your opinion?
Yeah, are you saying how do I feel about NBA YoungBoy? Yep, I f with YoungBoy. I listen to his music. I like him.
And that seems like, you know, you come from a whole different section. You know, you guys got your own beefs and things like that, and you're not directly in this in any sort of way. So it's interesting to hear those points of view. So yeah, for you and for what you know, you mess with NBA YoungBoy.
Oh yeah, I f with YoungBoy and I f with Smirk too. But you know, I ain't gonna fake it on camera, act like I don't f with YoungBoy just because I'm from Chicago. You feel me? Like you said, they beef ain't got to do with me. I ain't into it with YoungBoy. That's him and that's what him and Durk got going on. actually, they were saying that most who listen to NBA YoungBoy come from Chicago. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but you know, a lot of them with YoungBoy music, man. The music is gonna still stick regardless of what we got going on. Like, it's still gonna bump, bro. You know.
Nah, that's agreed, because the music is the test of time, man. And people, you know, they connect with it all over the country. That's why his tour is doing so good right now.
Like if I was signed to Lil Durk, or if I had any type of loyalty to Lil Durk, it'd be YoungBoy. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, what am I saying YoungBoy for? Durk ain't doing it for me. I don't give a fuck about nothing they got going on, for real. But if Durk had me under the OTF Act, or if I was signed or something like that to him, then my loyalty would reside towards Durk. You feel me? Like, I f with Smirk. Smirk influence on my music, if we gonna be honest. But other than that, I don't know, bro. I f with YoungBoy for sure.
Nah, that's an honest answer, man. So when it comes to situations where you see a concert getting canceled or whatever, like, does that show that, you know, this industry beef is like that real?
Hell yeah, that show that they smart. Man, for them to cancel that show, that's smart, because Durk that had shows that's canceled due to violence and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers will really get smoked at that show, bro. That shit not no game. So whoever canceled it or whatever they was doing, it was a smart decision, because somebody innocent could have got hurt. Ain't no telling who would have got hurt. Something was gonna happen for sure. So I feel like it was a smart decision for them to not hire the show.
Nah, I agree. I think you spot on with that, man. Now, when it comes to like security risk and things like Chicago Raptors moving around, do you think like affiliating yourself with YoungBoy can expose, like, or have a rapper in a bad situation in his hometown, like in Chicago?
Do I feel like having affiliation with YoungBoy?
So Allo,
Yeah.
what I was trying to ask you was, if somebody is affiliated with NBA YoungBoy, or they're seen, you know, in the industry mingling with NBA YoungBoy, would that be a harm to them when they come back to Chicago at all?
It's possible. I mean, it's definitely possible, because, you know, OTF shit like that. If they know you that shit, or if they feel like you pushing anything with his name on it, they'll get on your ass. You know. This Chicago, bro. Like, Chicago, we different, man. You know. It's just like going to their hometown and saying some OTF. You think they gonna get on your ass while you in their hometown or in their city? If they ass come to Chicago, any of that YoungBoy, man, motherfucker, get on their ass, bro.
It seems like that, especially depending on who you ask and which crowd it is. But you, with your crowd and the people that you came up rapping with, it probably wouldn't be an issue, is what you're saying too, right?
The people I came up with, actually, you know, we sort of, you know, we with the BDs, you see what I'm saying? So, I don't, like, my homie numbers who I with that don't with them, I wouldn't really be, I don't know, I probably wouldn't even be on no type of YoungBoy around them, you know what I'm saying? Just because I with the BDs in the rap, you see what I'm saying?
Nah, that makes sense. But
I do with YoungBoy music. They with YoungBoy music. Everybody with them, his music, bro. They act like they don't, but before Durk was into it with YoungBoy, he was saying YoungBoy one of his favorite artists. You feel me? So Durk know himself that YoungBoy got a big impact just off his music anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Nah, it makes sense.
Yeah.